right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Game number 2 coming at you. Complexity versus Digital Chaos here, the Summit 8 North American Qualifiers. Complexity up 1-0. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Grant here, and already starting game number 2 draft, as we can see. Interesting start to this one. We had a Vengeful Spirit first pick by Complexity. Winter Wyvern Clockwork coming out for DC. Winter Wyvern, usually a banned hero nowadays, it seems like a lot of the time, but gets through and DC takes it.
Yep, they obviously, Complexity knew they would take it. I mean, they first picked Avenge, leaving Winter Wyvern in the pool, and I'm almost positive Complexity expected the Winter Wyvern Clockwork. It'd either be that or a Winter Wyvern Slardar, so probably what they were expecting. DC, on the other hand, they do ban out the Furion, but they have to be nervous about a Drow Ranger pick again with Venge Warlock. I guarantee a Drow Ranger ban here by DC.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
Oh, yeah, especially after last game and mixed in with the Vengeful, as you're saying. Hey, that has to be one of the next 2 bans. And if it's not, then if you're Complexity, it's like, all right, well, maybe we'll take it. But Warlock, the second pick, that's really a coL signature almost. It's a lot of teams do not run this hero, but coL's been known to run the support Warlock every now and then. So
yeah, saw it in Dream League once even. He had some I mean, he has 3 skills that feel like they could be an ultimate on some other heroes. I mean, Fatal Bonds is just an insanely good Roche controlling teamfight in general. Upheaval, if you don't have anything to cancel that thing can just tear apart melee cores, and obviously just his rock in general is one of the best counter initiations in the game.
Yeah. I still love the idea of his level 20 talent as well. I frankly have yet to see it personally used great, but the idea that he summons a Golem on death, and it actually does stun as well, which is the crazy thing too. So
that's nice.
You know, it'll be fun to see if he goes for that. Or I guess the news on the 250 Shadow Word AoE as I'm looking at here, but that's down the line. If he
level 20 on a Warlock, coL, we know. I mean, doesn't play the hard position 6 like we see Solo play, but does play the position 5.
Yeah, can take a while. Although he does get a 40% experience gain talent at level 15 if he wants it. But anyways, all right, enough about that. Bans, they do not ban Drow. I was looking for that. Viper, Medusa. So you're guarantee, not so guarantee, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, that's why DC's been losing. No, I'm just kidding. But the Winter Wyvern Clockwork, very aggressive 4/5 picks, and I love the Warlock because I mean, you try to gank a lane with that slow plus that Warlock just throws on a heal, and it can be like deceptively large. It's good counter, but now we see the Quap. A lot of NA teams like picking this early, like Optic. We see they get it for CC and C. Even who was it? Leviathan picked it up for Garter pretty early.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, flashy mid-hero option, of course. So, yeah, I know what you're saying about the Shadow Word, though. It's one of those like, all right, this is gonna kill him. Oh, no, just didn't. Okay, well, no, that didn't kill him. It just barely keeps him alive. So, something that you're gonna have to look out for throughout this game. The third pick for Complexity. I like also seeing the bans there initially. DC just taking away Tiny right away, knowing that Complexity has the first pick, not even giving them the chance. They just take it away. But Sand King.
The Moo Sand King, pretty much we've seen a lot out of it, and I mean he dominated DC, I want to say, as well as EG with the Sand King multiple times. So scary here though is first ban, so they traded I think the next ban for the Sand King ban actually this time, or pardon me, the Furion for the Sand King ban this time, and well, Complexity takes it.
I gotta say, it's kind of a side thing, but man, isn't it great seeing Moo back in the off lane? Like,
oh, yeah.
The safe lane just didn't seem like it really worked the best for him, and the team just kind of felt off. But now that he's back in the off lane, he's good, man. He's showing that.
And he still plays Timbersaw when they pick it up, so it's nice to see him still with those TI second place roots.
Yeah.
No, he's a space maker, and I mean, this whole team, they don't really have like a guy who farms a lot. Even Limp, when he plays carry, like, it doesn't feel like they have that dedicated farmer. They have a bunch of playmakers.
Oh yeah.
A very different team than everything we see.
Yeah. DC?
Man. Same with them. But, I mean, Mason, last game, they didn't give him a true farmer like he normally is. And, well, definitely got punished for it. We'll see. Well, this time they give him one of his classics. Luna, Lifestealer, Sven. Loves those heroes. Then he'll get the Lifestealer. They already have a Clockwork plus a Queen of Pain for him to hop inside of.
Fourth pick for Complexity. They still really need their... Well, I guess I was going to say cores, but again, they have Vengeful Spirit, actually, so And what they really need mid and maybe the 4 position, I guess, because you suggested Sand King going to be from the move hands.
Turn to ban.
Damn.
Going to be a PL right now.
I'll be honest. I'm supposed to be the analyst here, and the PL is good versus Winter Wyvern, pretty good versus Clockwork, obviously jump out of the cogs. Good versus Queen of Pain. I mean, you can dodge a bunch of the abilities. Doppelganger, just throw a lance with the Fusel on her, but
10 seconds.
Lifestealer as well. Actually, yeah, it's just a really good hero. Obviously, Lifestealer, you get a lance on him, get a bunch of illusions built up with mana burn. Lifestealer just becomes worthless. You may not be able to kill him, but he just becomes a completely worthless hero.
Like a big melee creep
Radiant
almost.
team ban.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lifestealer, man. He may not feel like he depends on mana, but if you can't get a rage off, yeah, it feels terrible.
You get like the final ban, Death Prophet from Digital Chaos. So wait, what does that mean? Now, are we gonna so Vengeful Spirit? So it's gonna be a Z Freak Vengeful then?
10 seconds remaining.
Possibly. I mean, again, we're not guaranteed just yet, but unless they pick a
5
position
seconds
4 here with a
remaining.
final pick,
It could be a middle PL. We've seen Limp play it a lot. I mean, PL versus Quap isn't the best matchup, but I have seen it quite a bit from him, and he seems to be their guaranteed PL player a lot of the time. But they can go a lot of ways. I mean, that's the complexity draft. They always keep it fresh.
what they do, they're putting a lot of thought into their final ban here. They've had plenty of time to do so. Still a minute plus of that reserve, but if you're DC, they pretty much just need an offlaner still. And Omni Knight is still on the board. I was double checking that, running through. I wonder if that's one of the heroes they're considering banning. Is Omni Knight a big concern here?
It's not bad. I mean, obviously, Warlock stun goes through it. It doesn't last the longest, and you just right-click someone, like you say, with Venge Aura. You do a ton of damage. Still a good hero, but maybe MSS after that last game, after, like, the 3 missed heals after Bane. He's a little nervous about playing it again, but complexity, we don't have to worry about it. They just ban it out.
Yeah. It has been a comfort for DC again, in this event at least. I don't know if before that, but so take away that option. Underlord maybe, another one that they could be thinking about now. It's an
10
offlane,
seconds remaining.
for complexity, though, what do they get, man? It's again, just like the
5
last draft, though. It goes back
remaining.
just like we don't really know what position they even really want here, so it's hard to gauge. They can go for it.
I feel like, I mean, they could go carry, could go support here. Disruptor's still in the pool. Disruptor's not bad in this game if they do want to run the carry Venge, support Warlock and Disruptor, but that'd be, you wouldn't really have a technical 4 hero.
A Spearbreaker, he's still there.
Spearbreaker, that'd be some real run at you shit. We just haven't seen Spearbreaker a lot. Didn't feel like he got nerfed that bad.
No.
It just seems to have fallen out of favor. You wait for one team to pick it and win a game, win an event with it, and there you go, back on the map.
I know it's a hero that Z-Freak loves to play too, but again, that's even just, do they even go a 4 here? They could just put Vengeful in the 4 and something else. They are going to go 4. They go Ricky.
Well, is that, I mean, it's still, Z-Freak plays Ricky, but I've actually seen Arteezy, Mason, a bunch of carry players been playing Ricky lately. I know it sounds weird, but it's been a thing. In pubs, at least. Obviously, pubs are
10
different than games, but
remaining.
Well,
I mean, they've been winning games. Even in the FPL, like a month ago, when it was still active,
5
they were
seconds
picking it and it was
remaining.
winning.
well, especially with the new patch. I mean, pubs are a good way to actually see what we could possibly be seeing from some of these teams. There's no doubt in that as we're getting ready for events and stuff. So, I'd believe you. I believe you here on the position 1. Mainly because I want to see it, but
Yeah, I think it'll be a position 1 Venge, but it's not completely out. Obviously, Z-Freak, he'll just create havoc with that. Invisibility, never knowing where he's at. Your chicken will never be safe, but who knows?
is Slaughter still on the board? He is. Could they maybe fit Slaughter in here somehow?
Nah, yeah, I don't know. Offlane clock is just so bad now. It just doesn't do what it used to do. And what it used to do was create space, and you can just do that with position 4.
Zeus maybe? Oh, they
You
go
may now
Timbersaw.
select your heroes.
That's the MSS Timbersaw. This guy has carried many of Team NP games with this hero, so see what he can do in this game. And it is Z-Freak Ricky.
Darn. No, that's still entertaining in itself, but
I love it. I did not expect it. That's a hero I wasn't going to expect to see that much this patch, especially with Bounty Hunter in the pool.
yeah, Smokescreen's going to be pretty nice this game, even against a hero like Timbersaw, preventing him from chaining away, using Rolling Death, etc. kind of kills they can make set up with that. Burl strike stun first, even a magic missile set up for it.
A lot different draft from complexity of this game, though. I mean, you have Chessie on Benjamin. You want to push some early towers. Same with Warlock, but then the other heroes, a little bit more farm heavy. But PL, I mean, even with BSJ, we saw him go like Treads, Aquila, Diffusal, Manta. Pretty early mid-game build, not really the late-game Boots of Travel. So expect complexity to push early, and hopefully this Winter Wyvern has enough levels in Splinter Blast to push him out.
Yeah, he gets level 25, he just stuns people with Splinter Blast. It's not bad. That's level 25, though. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, if they take this game late enough, I mean, I would say they have the late-game advantage here. Well, maybe not with Z-Freak on 4. That guy actually finds so much farm.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling to me how much farm he finds in games. If people want to watch 4 positions, like, I would suggest Dogfights from IGV and Z-Freak, because they play different styles. Z-Freak more hard carry, Dogfights more roaming. They're very interesting.
Oh,
I love watching different stuff.
Yeah, Ricky specifically. It's funny you mentioned the name Dogfights. I remember, God, I was casting with you. That was at the EG house there with the MDL last year.
He was the Ricky Bounty Hunter Earth Spirit. That guy did it all. He's kind of fallen off, but still, his rotations, like you just watching game, just times everything correctly. It's cool you can have same positions but different players, like we talked about with even one position players, farm heavy and gank heavy kind of styles.
Yeah. Yeah, the team that won TI, classic, swapping things around, Matoma Man and Miracle right there, and they'll interchange between the 1 and the 2 quite a bit.
Exactly. So. Who paused it here? DC. Classic DC, but alrighty. Nice and quick here. Damn, that was a go into instant unpause. Kyle's having none of that.
Kyle's ready, man. Again, they got travels ahead of them in the near future. They want to get this taken care of. Up 1-0 right now over DC.
But and Burst Immortals, they've had a pretty decent record. I mean, to get into Dream League, they beat him in the open qualifiers. So, coL, I mean, I still feel they're a favorite in most of these NA tournaments.
Yeah.
DC, got to make a name. I mean, you're one of the top organizations in NA Dota, and you just have not had a good post-TI at all.
Again, it goes back to this is the whole Abed situation, and great player, but you could just tell, especially post-TI, so even, frankly, at TI, something was just feeling off with the team. So I personally, as great as Abed was the player, I actually think this lineup is arguably better just overall from just the mental state, if anything, for the team.
It is crazy to think DC was the highest placing NA team this TI, though.
Yeah.
They won one game, and, well, they beat out EG, Infamous. Crazy.
That is the truth. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Z-Freak up here with his cloak and dagger, stealthing on in, but as you see, DC's all on the bottom side of the map. So not going to be... Wow, are they just like playing super defensive or what?
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the best level 1 on DC. I mean, Winter Wyvern and Clockwork pretty good at 1, but the cores they have are pretty garbage at 1.
The battle begins.
Because you don't really want to level like Whirling Death unless you're forced to in lane to get some last hits. You'd rather just get that reactive armor and stay in lane. And here we go. Z-Freak's going to scout out that Quap is top, so they already know that's happening. And, well, that's an MSS middle. They know that now. And look at the rotations instantly.
Yep.
Well, see ya. I'm middle. Move. I love that, man. coL's so quick because the Z-Freak scout just gets all of this out.
Yeah, and again, the free TP. Sand King's able to come mid. And Phantom Lancer, unfortunately, did use this TP to pick up the Bounty Rune and go there. So he's going to have to walk up here, but not the biggest deal. He's going to miss 1, maybe 2 creeps. Yeah, only 1. And look at Z-Freak is going to open now. He went Boots first, so no over Venom here, but still.
God, have you played some Dota lately? Playing 5 positions is so rough now, especially when your 4 wants to get Boots. You have to get the Chicken, which is 200, and then a Ward. You just can't buy anything anymore.
It feels super expensive. It does, yeah. Koikva, I mean, so now if you're the dire side, if you're DC here, do you force a change? Like, do you send Timbersaw top, or you kind of just accept this? As I say this, it looks like Timbersaw is coming top.
Yep, and I would not doubt Moo gets level 3 middle maybe, and then you re-rotate. Yeah, they rotate now. I would love to see Moo just stick here, get level 3 after this wave, and then rotate back up top. No, he's not even gonna wait. See you later.
Have the creeps.
We've seen this a lot. We've seen this a lot. I remember before you'd oh wait, no. Oh, well. Okay, fake back went back. We used to see, one rotation and people just stay. Lately, now people are just running wherever. When you have the best lane, you just keep following them.
All right, it's in the lane.
That heal bottom. We see how much it does. Just level 1 heal on Chessie. He's almost healed the full because of it.
That's the Tango's a Shadow Word heal. Yeah, again, level 1, doing plenty. So the mind games are real. Moo up at the top lane. Phantom Lancer makes its way back to the middle. Let's continue to see how that works out, specifically in the CS side of things. Qualifier come all the way to the bottom lane. And he's starting to get some last hits now. 4-0 currently down here. But Vengeful Spirit 6-1. Paired up with that Warlock again. Support nearby. Top lane, they're on top of each other. Jeez. But I guess Moo's fine.
They're both doing some major damage to each other.
Yeah, level 2.
Look at the regen on each other. Shared Tango and a healing salve. Moo has a full set of Tangos and a healing salve, so he's a little bit happier with this.
Ricky. Oh, that was the first blood bottom. First kill I've missed tonight.
And a super rotation. That's a Clockwork, Winter Wyvern, Queen of Pain actually going down there to get that first blood. So now who are they going to put middle? Just MSS back middle, and look at this. Moo, I don't think so, mister. This might actually be a kill.
Yeah, Caustic Finale. Gonna explode here. Limp running at him. Couple more auto attacks, that reactive armor. It's not gonna matter though. He does go down, level 2 reactive.
And health potion under the tower now. I mean, it's not really a new thing anymore, but it's so good
Dire's
you can do
middle
that.
tower is under attack.
And damn, that's a big kill. Moo following him now. MSS, let's see where it runs. He's going back top.
I love it. Yeah, because now Limp's heading up here, but he's going to realize shortly that's going to be the case. But, I mean, with the way things are looking right now, this seems like all this moving is definitely favoring Complexity. You look at the top 3 CS, top 4 CS, 3 of them belong to Complexity.
Yeah, Bulba doing a good job
Dire's
roaming. He wants to be able to find
attack.
Kyle here, possibly to kill. It'd be a lot easier if he was 3, but with Demon over here, they could still do it.
Got Chessie hugging the tower with him. Winter Wyvern, Bulba, they're nearby, doing the pull there and trying to farm the creeps in the jungle. But for now, Moo, he's leading the way once again, just like he did on Puck last game. 25-7 now, that Caustic Finale, getting plenty of farm.
Yeah.
Go for the 4-minute rune, not there.
Has his full bottle he actually bought from the side shop, and now he's just gonna run up top again. Might as well. I mean, already got first blood on him. Just keep shutting down this MSS Timber, so he's a game changer. And bottom lane Chessie doing fine. I mean, he's pretty much against a tri-lane bottom, and he still has 14 CS. Demon just, I mean, that's what he said. The heal versus Winter Wyvern pretty much cancels this hero in the laning phase.
So Limp's back in the middle lane with Z-Freak. Again, sinking up top.
See you later, MSS.
I mean, at a point, this has to be not good, right? Like, he's literally just moving the whole time.
Look at Moo already, yeah, he's like a full almost 2 levels down, and Moo's already moving back middle. This guy actually does not care.
I don't know. It just feels odd. But anyways, Chessie's in some trouble right here, by the way. He's in a lot of trouble. He's definitely dead. Shadow Word heal is not going to heal him up through that. Demon, though. Z-Freak on top of him, puts a smoke screen down. They put a Rev Ward, though, and now Z-Freak actually. Is he out of range? Yeah, he's good.
Oh my god, and they did the full rotation again. And that, oh my, I actually can't, this is nuts. Moo just TP's up top again. So those are TP's down. Oh, is he gonna go for a kill? Nice stun on the Timber Chain.
Yeah, Epicenter. Got it off. Reactive armor, it's adding up. He does get a Timber Chain off, so he actually will survive. And Clockwork TP's in to make sure he stays alive. So yeah, they don't get the kill. But again, Timbersaw, he's still going to be boxed out of any kind of farm. I mean, I guess the positive is that Phantom Lancer isn't necessarily taken off. He's still only level 4 himself. So that's going for them.
Radiant's middle tower
PL's
is
having a
under
rough
attack.
time, and Timbersaw's having a rough time. But so's Lifesteal's having a decent time, and Sand King's having a pretty good time. So it depends what teams actually want out of this.
Top tower is under attack.
Moon a little bit of trouble here.
Radiant's middle tower
I don't
is under
think he
attack.
can get killed here. Yeah, he's just running.
Doesn't have Sandstorm yet, but doesn't matter. Actually, he's holding a point. Oh, no. He
is
did
under
get Epicenter.
attack.
So yeah, doesn't have Sandstorm, but yeah, like I said, does not matter in this case. Demon will just TP away after the Burrow Strike. How's Qualifier been doing? He's doing all right. He's almost level 5 as I say this. He could be in some trouble. Magic Missile out of range. He knew something was up, or does he? There we go, smoke screen. Magic Missile with the Wave of Terror. A couple more damage, but he blinks away.
Magic Stick, 10 charges. Only reason he lives there. It's quite the thing, and look at that, so much damage from Fatal Bonds.
Yeah, I thought Fatal might have actually killed him. If it wasn't for that wand, he does die. For sure. So he makes it back. It's, I don't know, this is a hard game to gauge, though, right? Because of all this movement going on. I mean, Lifestealer is doing pretty good. He's got phase boots on his way to, I'm guessing, an armlet here. But then on the other side, Sand King, he's actually going to Veil first right now with what he has queued up. Very interesting. So no drums, no blink, going right into a Veil first item.
Where did? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I just missed some. Yeah. I think they're fine. MSS laning against Moo now, though. They're actually okay with this because, I mean, Caustic can only do so much once your reactive armor stacks up. Yeah, and look at Moo's actually keeping bottom. They're going to rotate the core.
Oh, and actually, I thought coL was dead for sure, but no, he's not. He jukes to the trees, and speaking of that rotation from Moo, gets here perfect time with the Burrow Strike. An easy turn kill onto Bulba as a result, so not only saves one of Melons, but, or, excuse me, Kyle. Swindle doesn't exist anymore, but they get the turn kill.
Has gone.
Rip.
And now Moo, or Chessie, pardon me, now we're just messing up names. He's got a Wraith Band, Wand Treads, does a ton of damage with the Wave of Terror first. DC, they need to do a little bit better here in the early game. I mean, their power peak is pretty much in that mid game with a Timber Saw as well as a Quap and Mason farming this bad, but no one's really farming great. We're getting some levels on heroes, but there is really no farm on any hero. When Sand King's the top CS and he hasn't been in one lane at all this game, it's definitely not the biggest farm fest.
No, it is not a big farm fest at all. I mean, level-wise, you know, there's a couple level 7s in this game. So yeah, going back to Timbersaw as far as they make game, but again, how great is that going to be when he's having such a pretty slow start considering what you would usually like. But again, he hasn't. He has died once, but he's pushing the top tower right here, right now. Fatal Bonds. Oh, they ended up taking that demon out of the pause. Apologize. But back to the top lane, MSS. Fatal Bonds on him. He's going pretty deep right here. Guess he knows that they're not going to be able to TP in, so he's feeling cozy.
Can't really kill him here. Now he's pretty safe unless they rotate Sand King as well, and he's just going to run through tower. He's fine. And it's going to be the problem now. They don't really have much to deal with Timbersaw unless they rotate a bunch of cores because he did finally get some levels, which is very good for DC.
Now what kind of impact is Z-Freak continuing to have? He's middle lane. He actually has a Blightstone early on here. We're going to go for Mason. Pops a Rage. Z-Freak sitting on top. Got all the illusion creations. That could be a kill. Yeah, strikes in. Spirit Lance. Nice one use. Mason barely just limping away. Doppelganger in, though, and speaking of limping, Limp gets the kill.
Yeah, that was a nice body block with all the illusions. You could actually see him block the hill so he couldn't run up it. And Mason falls. That's huge. Mason was the one trying to get farm as well as getting levels on this team, and we just take him out simply with 2 heroes.
A Limp.
Power
treads coming.
Is under attack.
And those are 2 heroes you don't really think are going to be able to kill a Lifestealer, right? A PL and a Ricky. Just good positioning.
You see Ricky now back at the bottom, just positioning himself. Ooh.
And here we go. They're going to do a super aggressive play here. They have a sentry. They see Z-Freak. That's a tough kill to get, though. And there's Chessie.
There's the going. Chessie, he'll swap with Z-Freak right here. Puts the smoke screen down, but the Sonic Wave went out before and connected. Chessie's definitely dead. Moo comes in late. Gonna channel the epicenter. No stun to stop it. Mason, rage up in 3 seconds, but it won't matter, actually. He'll be fine as well. So the turn kills for Complexity not there. Well played by DC. Make that kill happen.
They want. Yeah, they get a kill on a core. MSS is just farming up middle right now. He's level 8. Oh, and Limp goes for the chicken. Can't get it. And now you feel so bad as a PL versus a Timbersaw without Diffusal Blade. You actually just don't do damage to him.
Timbersaw, there's that Soul Ring. Yeah, that's that now. Well on his way to a Bloodstone, of course. At least now, it's again a slow start, but it's picking up. I mean, he's 3rd overall in net worth. So yeah, really, it actually has turned around quite a bit, and clearly all that movement is paid off for the side of DC. In fact, speaking of that, though, MSS didn't get the Timber Chain off, but it doesn't matter. The active armor, man.
You see, yeah, even with 3 heroes middle, I mean, it's 3 melee heroes against the Timbersaw. What are you going to do, smoke screen him and then attack him? The Ricky does like 5 damage to him.
Yeah. Not the best value there, so. Vengeful Spirit. Being Complexity especially, it almost feels like we're going to see a Helm of the Dominator build on Chessie right here, but it hasn't had the biggest start, just like really every hero in this game. So all he has is Power Treads really to work with, and a Ring of Aquila, of course.
Top lane. DC needs to be careful here. Bulba, he wants that level 6 zone. Here we go. There's actually a Lifestealer inside of Qualifier again. Aggressive Qualifier plays coming in.
coL does have the Chaotic Offering. So if they find themselves in a fight.
Ooh, Demon and Z-Freak. They bumped into each other, but I don't think Demon was looking. He would have seen you went a little off path.
Yeah, no pinging or anything. So, oh, maybe they did suspect something, trying to bait it, but no, not the case. You mentioned Lifestealer still inside Queen of Pain, but one of those things of how long does he wait in here? Maybe now? Yep. Going to Vengeful. Chessie, nothing to swap to. Maybe Z-Freak coming over, but it's not going to be in time. And they will kill Chessie. So again, good patience from DC right there.
Finding another kill. The aggressive quad plays are working out until Bulba gets his level 6. They need to get an early gem though. I'm not really sure who can get it, Demon or Bulba. It's going to be tough for them to like get that farm, but this Ricky just roaming around the map gives them a ton of vision. We see it's 4-4, Complexity still up in gold even after these core kills.
Yeah, again, the Warlock Chaotic Offering is up, ready to go. It's one of those abilities that ideally want to get use out of it sooner than later. Moo. No blink just yet, but who needs a blink when you Burrow Strike right in? He canceled the Epicenter before it went off. That was a misclick right there. In comes the Sonic Wave in response. Got the ultimate activated by Ricky, trying to stay alive a little bit longer, but they get Sand King and now Z-Freak. I don't think they can see him, so he should be fine. But yeah, that was a misplay by Moo.
Hits him with the Sorry. Yeah, all they had to do is channel, get that one more hit for Caustic, and would have been a maybe not a free kill, but a 1-for-1 trade. Still better than a 1-for-0. And
yeah.
Mason now, it feels like 13 minutes, pretty late armlet, but then you look at the farm on the rest of the game. He is the top farmed in the game. This is such a slow-paced game with all those rotations we saw. Oh, and they know Z-Freak's middle though because they saw coL cast heal, but it's not on anything. So smart play, whoever pinged that out, I actually didn't see.
Somebody's coming in, maybe with the Sentry. No Sentry. Do they have Dust even? They do have Dust on Clockwork.
They want to be going.
Not going to find the opportunity. So for now, we'll have to be patient.
Actually, yeah, MSS is following around Limp now. After all this, Limp like finally TP'd away from middle to bottom, and MSS just follows him.
Ooh, Mason could be in trouble. He does not stick around though. Something gave it away.
Radiant's
oh, Bull, that's what it was. They do have some
attack.
vision here.
Look at that vision they have top lane. They have a super defensive ward and an offensive that spots out TPs, and then another one in lane. They just want to defend this top lane in the jungle.
Yeah, well played there. Limp, he's going to run after Koikva. That's a good amount of damage, but not nearly enough to keep chasing. Speaking of that, though, Limp, Diffusal Blade, he's going to go right into it here. So we saw the Yasha Manta earlier on BSJ's Phantom Lancer. Limp, he just wants the Diffusal. ASAP. Bottom
lane, Moose is setting up. Here we go.
Kyle's
in. He's dead.
Oh, he's trying so hard. That battery assault, though, prevents him from using the Chaotic Offering off to the side. We got Winter Wyvern using the Arctic Burn on a Ricky. Pops the ultimate, though. I do hear the Epicenter going off over here. MSS taking some good chunk of damage from that, but not enough follow-up for the finish. Demon, he'll end up falling, though. Limp got in here pretty late. Chessie's being ran down by Mason. That Rage is going to be wearing off. Sitting on top, does swap out with Limp, but he goes down. Ricky falls in the back lines. Nice Pearl Strike of 3 heroes, though. And Limp is still cutting down, but the Sonic Wave eventually comes out to take out the Phantom Lancer. And now Moo's in trouble. DC's going to clean up. Triple kill for Koikva on the Queen of Pain.
Damn, that's huge. And they get all those kills. Moo still has nothing. He went Veil first, Sand King. Moo is just always willing to go something different on this hero. And it really doesn't pay off. Perfect fight by DC. MSS didn't even really take damage to that fight. Now we see the problem. Until PL and Ricky get a Diffusal Blade, they have nothing for Timbersaw. They legitimately cannot kill him.
Yeah, just feels really weak right now as far as damage output. Again, you mentioned the Veil pickup at least. I mean, sure, if he gets the Veil with a nice Epicenter, then yes, that could be some good damage. But in trouble. The Dust is on him. Battery Assault. You don't want to go T2 though if you're Bulba. Get him to use the tricks of the trade.
Yeah,
Dire's
be it.
middle tower
Get
is under
Dust is
attack.
gone, and
Dire are
it's fine.
scanning.
But still, just the pressure on the map. Ricky now has to be careful. Can't just roam around wherever he wants. Always has to be looking out. And Qualifier, he's getting very close to that Orchid's only like 1,100 away.
Yeah, it seems like the early Orchid's pretty popular build at this point on Queen of Pains. It's quick following that. TP in, here we go. Winter's Curse on Vengeful Spirit moves, attacking him as a result. Eventually gets out of it though, Bro strikes away. Chessie though, he's in a horrible spot. We're trying to run after, swaps in. There's a Chaotic Offering, first one of the game. Can Complexity capitalize now? They are going to lose Chessie. They take out Winter Wyvern though. Limp, he's having to go over the ledge. Did not want to commit further into this fight, so the Chaotic Offering doesn't seem like getting the most value out of it. And then trying to maybe block them now, but Kyle's on the run. Probably just going to be run down, and it'll end up being a 2-for-1, including the Chaotic Offering kill on top of that. So yeah, DC definitely winning that exchange there.
Yeah, I don't know. This Timber saw Mood did such a good job. He was like 2 levels up on MSS early, and then once MSS gets 3 levels in that reactive armor, there's just nothing even the Caustic Finale can do.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Mason, he was the most farmed early, still the most farmed. And man, I don't know. This early game lineup from Complexity is starting to fail.
Yeah, Timber saw that level 10 talent of 25% experience gain, so he's obviously taking advantage of that. I mean, he's now the top level in the game. After all that running back and forth, sitting at level 4 for a while, it just doesn't matter clearly. And obviously credit to him as a player and doing a great job of making use of the hero. And he's got the Bloodstone now just around the corner.
Oh, and this a full Orchid's going to come out on Quap after he kills this wave bottom. Yep, he has it now once the chicken is back, and it's going to be big. I mean, you can just find Kyle. It's a free solo kill. You get it on the PA in a team fight, he's dead. I mean, pretty much good on every single hero on Complexity. Damn, this is what looks so good. I mean, maybe they did rotate too much. They didn't get Limp enough farm in the early game on that PL buy. They kept rotating him, and he is so far behind now. They're going for this. Look at this catch-up Roche. If they somehow pull this one off, Rocket to them, and it looks like, oh no.
But can they get here in time? I don't know if they can. They're TPing in. Oh man,
they're going. Look at
close.
It's up to this Quap. Where is he? They can still take this fight even after the kill Roche.
Here we go. Boba goes in with a hook shot very late. Aegis is picked up by Limp, but will it really matter in the big picture? Moo, he has an epicenter still, dealing with Qualifier. Taking the Sonic Wave to the face. They kill Limp, by the way, and pop the Aegis. Sand King goes down. Back up here. Swap in. Demon's going to fall. MSS, he's in the midst of it. Do they have damage to drop him, though? Maybe. Limp sitting on top of him with the Spear Last, creating the illusions. Chessie also standing his going to miss Mason, but he'll eventually go down, and now Limp's in trouble. Can he doppelganger? No, he cannot. He'll fall. Double kill for Quakefuck coming out. Now Kyle's in trouble as well, so it was a very risky Roshan. And even with them getting the Aegis, it does not matter. DC just wipes them clean.
Yeah, good Rog. That's what I figured. I mean, a lot of the times you see them, they're going to take Roshan and you kind of back off. They know they have the farm in the team fight right now to even take him down twice. And Demon with the huge ulti there pops the Aegis early. Nicely done by him. Everyone on DC is doing their job this game. No one's weak linking it.
Yeah, very good team effort indeed, and 16-9 hero kill lead, 2,000 net worth lead. I mean, see, looking from that perspective, really, only 1,000 net worth lead now. I guess it's not like out of control by any means. This is definitely still a winnable game for Complexity, but something about it feels that now the big key items early on, especially Phantom Lancer getting the Diffusal Blade, right? Like that's the start of now Complexity being able to do something here in this game.
That's nice, but it feels like, I mean, because it's only 2K on DC, but a lot of that net worth is on Sand King with the Veil, and what is that Veil actually accomplishing? That feels like a lot of empty net worth, honestly.
Yeah, when did this whole trend of not getting Blink on Sand Kings become, that feels so weird to me still. Oh, that's me. Chessie going down with the bomb.
Chessie is just getting destroyed this game. 17 kills by DC. And 7 of them on Chessie.
Man, not even going for the blink eventually. He's going Forest Staff. I mean, he has that now. So the positioning will be a little bit easier.
And it's just, I mean, you get it because the clockwork.
True. In
case anyone gets trapped in, you just push them out. I mean, still, just, I'm not a fan of, top lane. Can they get him?
Should. Never mind.
No vision. vision.
Thought they would add vision, but yeah, they did not.
MSS 400 or about 200 gold now from getting that Bloodstone, Hood Bloodstone. And then just even with that Diffusal Blade, just so hard to kill him because he'll have that wand charge. Kyle goes down to a solo Bulba.
Huh.
Oh man, this is spiraling a little bit out of control for Complexity right now. DC switches it up. And it almost feels like Complexity switches their draft to top lane though.
Nice force staff. Is he going back in? Actually, they could turn this. Oh, but the Burl Strike just a half a second late.
Swap.
There's a swap. The follow-up Magic Missile. This time it is in time, and now he's out of mana because of that Diffusal Smoke Screen. Reactive Armor, of course, making this difficult. But finally, the raid boss is down. 3-kill Strict Stopper.
Still, he didn't really care. He gave away 372 gold to Limp, but that's it. He lost, I believe, 2 gold. He bought the Ring of Health and didn't lose anything. So, I mean, he's not happy he died, but he's not too sad.
Well, I think the biggest thing, too, that he didn't have his Bloodstone. He actually buys his Bloodstone after he dies right there. So, yeah, doesn't lose any charges. Yeah, very good.
No charges, no gold. And here we go, smoking. This is I like coL. They're finally trying to do something on the map. Go for a gank into this tier 2 top. And I'm sure Demon knows something's up. He's like, why is Chessie this far pushed up? I know he's been suiciding a lot this game, but something's not right.
No, this seems a little ambitious, but he's just gonna hide. And yeah, Complexity waiting patiently nearby. But unless somebody walks up here, although Bulba's TPing in now. And Dire does scan them in the area, so they have a good idea that somebody's here. Oh, that's a creep.
Oh.
Had to be on accident. Life Stealer jumps out. Mason going for Chessie, but there's that Burrow Strike stun. Villa Discord comes down, as well as a chaotic offering. Bulba is in trouble, but they kill the Vengeful Spirit in the backlines. Demon, the Winter's Curse, saving it for the time being. Tricks of the Trade does finish off Clockwork, though. Back here, Limp. He's being run down by Mason. The open wounds on him. Doppelganger not going to be in time. That Orchid is just doing too much work. Double kill for Qualifier yet again. Could be another hat trick here. This move somehow escapes. Not going to be the case. Chakra to finish.
And that is 3 Bloodstone charges for the Timber Sauter in that fight, and all you lost was Bulba, who maybe deserved to die after that hook shot, but and I tell you, DC, they're just comfortable with what they're doing. They're hitting their good peaks here.
Yeah. Yeah, now the lead is becoming more of a reality. 4,000 net worth lead. It's going to be a little bit bigger after this tower kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe Qualifier. Go for it. Nope, that's awkward. Huh. Did he mean to swap Ricky maybe and then go for the stun? I guess that could have been possible.
Radiant's top tower has
I'm not really
denied.
sure. That's just coL tilting a little bit possibly.
Just a little.
And now look at Mason. I love it. He had Deso queued up after Armlet, but he went Echo Saber next. We haven't really seen Echo Saber on Lifestealer in a little bit now. A lot of people are just going Armlet, Desolator, maybe even Sanj and Yasha, but that extra burst damage, I like it this game.
Z-Freak sitting at the top lane, again, his own Diffusal. He's getting there. 1,500 gold saved up. Going to continue to scout MSS, but it's really only worked once in this kind of mid-game now as far as being able to kill him. He seems like that's his job right now. It's just see where the Timbersaw is and try to set up a kill. And he does have a couple of teammates now making their way over here. Vengeful Spirit, as well as the Warlock. And Sand King. Sand King, though, again, no blink.
With a Sentry Ward. And, oh, he knows. He saw him at the very edge of that Sentry Ward. And it says, like, wait, what the hell?
Yeah, so he's going to get away. Meanwhile, Bulba. Hook shot ready. Infest inside. Going to head towards middle lane. Maybe catch Limp here. He's going to sit on the high ground. Doppelganger just used. They will find somebody else. That'll be the Vengeful. They just drop him so quickly. That Desolator now finished with the Echo Saber, as you talked about. Damn, that was some damage.
Yeah, he
free
just...
kill.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. What can Complexity do? What do they have besides Chaotic Offering that really does anything through the Nyx's Rage or just anything to do with the Timbersaw? Just seems like a very nice draft right now from DC. After that Venge Warlock opening, I was like, oh, Drow, maybe get some more pushing lineup, and well, they get a kill on Demon, but why is Demon in the middle of bottom lane? That pushed up. Here comes Qualifier, and guess maybe they think he's alone. He's not.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Qualifier overestimating what he can do. And now Mason's in trouble because of this. This is a big turning point for Complexity if they can capitalize. Doppelganger forward, Mason still running away. Spear Lance comes out. MSS is going to join here very late. They do kill the live stealer though, and now they're going to turn on the clockwork, get him killed as well. MSS, he needs to be careful not to be another victim. That's 5 heroes that are dead all of a sudden. 4 heroes, excuse me, but still Complexity. Well, that was kind of a gift wrapped up for them.
Yeah, I mean, just let Demon die. He died out of position, then you try to help him out, you jump in. That is not what you want to do as a Queen of Pain now that he has Diffusal Blade. You just blinked in to a Phantom Lancer who's level 18. That definitely wasn't the play at all. And that's one of those cases, I mean, sure, coL played it right by going in there, but DC, like you said, pretty much wrapped him a free gift.
This Phantom Lancer now getting very close to level 20 mark. A talent point from there, but of course the Eye of Scotty also has been queued up as he finishes his Manta style. So he really is that strong mid-game build now. And again, I continue to look at it, even at its peak, DC was only really ever up by about 5,000 net worth. And now it's down to 1,000. So this continues to be a game where Digital Chaos does definitely not have had really any comfortable point in this game when you really look back at it. And that's why Complexity continues to hang in here and just do enough to do so. But Limp now leading the way overall, and we all know what Phantom Lancer can look like when it comes to the mid to late game stage. So got to be concerned about that for sure.
Timbersaw, level 20 now. Levels are coming pretty quick in this game. Farm very slow, levels very quick. 15 strength. I actually haven't seen a lot of 10% cooldowns on Timbersaw. He goes for the strength. A lot of HP there, 300 I believe. Yeah. Plus status reduction and all that with strength now.
Yeah, so I was going to say too. That new
Dire's middle tower is
stat edition as Sand King. Okay, Sand King finally has a blink, by the way. He does have a blink now for his staff, so it's good to see. Moo forced to the bottom lane, joins the rest of the team. Yeah, the Vengeful carry has felt a little underwhelming for sure, but the thing with the Vengeful carry is that he still has Wave of Terror, he still has his aura, right? So, like, even if he's not necessarily dishing out the most right click, he's still providing, in this case for the Phantom Lancer especially, in these fights. So
exactly, and I mean, he's actually getting a little bit of farm now. So even with that, just the 4 staffs against Cogs, very good. All you need to do, provide Wave of Terror, armor, 4 staff from a Cogs, and I mean, you've done your job even as Vengeful. You've tanked a ton of ganks, got your PL to farm, and that's the one hero you need to get farm.
Roshan's up. Meanwhile, oh, MSS, he was just coming up to farm and could be regretting it. Nope, he's fine. Never mind. That's Timbersaw.
And you already see that status resistance, but no, they're going in. Diffusal Blade plus slow screen.
Bulba, hook shot in the face, trying to slow them down. Yeah, you see the tricks of the trade in the background from Ricky, but Splinter Blast coming out. Chaotic offering to use back here. Koik locked down by an MSS. He jumped in a little bit too deep. Nice. Winter's Curse, though. And Warlock is going to end up falling, but so does the Timbersaw. This Limp on Phantom Lancer, he is really strong right now and showing that off. Demon will go down as well. So they get 2 heroes to CC, but a big stun from Moo right there. The epicenter on top. Queen of Pain goes down. 70 seconds, no buyback. Mason's in trouble. This is going to be a complete wipe in favor of Complexity at this point. Unless Mason can somehow get out. He absolutely cannot. Double kill for Moo and space created. Sure, we'll call it that for Complexity.
And they can just push the base here, can't they?
Oh, why not?
Down now, and yeah, they have a rock to tank it up. They're using it to scout. I have no clue what DC is doing. Complexity, just a good smoke gank in, and then DC continues to watch one hero die, and then they come in one by one to help them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would not say Complexity played a great game this game, but DC, they're just as well now. This is just a very strange game of Dota with all the lane swapping and everything going on, and Limp's been really the one playing nicely this game.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I do think the early game, again, DC played very well. Again, it goes back to that laning stage of the decision-making and how they look. But, yeah, overall, it's been a fairly sloppy game of sorts, but Complexity getting the better. And, man, this Roshan, no chance to react. So that's going to be an easy Roshan kill. Cheese coming out with the Aegis. DC gets here close, but not close enough to make any play. So, Aegis picked up by Limp, and now you have that to deal with. Cheese, I'm guessing, Vengeful. Yeah. Has that too.
And now, I mean, what can DC do? They don't have a gem. Moo's holding onto their gem. They can get complete vision of the map. Look, they're going to rotate in, kill this ward right here. They don't have vision on the Ricky, who's actually farmed. And we were talking about Z-Freak as a 4 position, easily the top of the supports, and just a Diffusal Blade on this hero is all you need.
Yeah. 5,000 net worth lead now for Complexity. Talking about a swing, man. Last 10 minutes at this point in this game. Going completely the other direction. Vengeful Spirit running around with the Warlock over here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Seeing about defending the bottom lane. Limp's porting in. Spirit Lance is going to just doppelganger away. Going to keep MSS kind of at bay right here with the purge as well, the nullfire use. Diffusive, excuse me. Anyways, meanwhile, Jesse's going to be jump back here. He pops a cheese. He heals on up. Sonic Wave comes out, drops it back to half-life, and he is eventually going to fall. Took a lot of work, though. Demon does get picked up. Tricks of the trade. Hoping to do so there. Z-Freak looking to come back in. Moo jumps in with an epicenter. Hits a couple of heroes. 4 steps forward. Finishes off Clockwork. Mason with that rage mitigates some of it, but will it be enough now against Lim? Probably not. Again, man fighting just not going to work. Mega kill streak now for the Phantom Lancer. And another one fight for Complexity.
If Moo gets a blink stun, they might be able to catch him, but no, Timbersaw will just get out of there. It looked like a one fight from DC once again. They lose both supports and a life stealer. I think Limp's just too farmed now. We talked about the Timbersaw. Oh, he's so farmed, they can push, and then he suicided one time bottom with the rest of his team. And this PL could just go farm this Ancient, and then, yeah, he pings it. He's like, oh, that'll give me. No, he's just going to sell something and get it. And now he has a full eye. Oh my god. He has 35 armor and 2.6k HP. He's jacked.
Yeah, you're right, though, about kind of like pinpointing moments in games where things may have went wrong and went the other way. And that bottom lane, all about Demon dying, it's like, okay. Then Queen of Pain jumped in with Lifestealer trying to make some big plays. Did not go as planned. They lost ultimately 4 heroes down there. And that seems like that's where things have definitely shifted. In favor of Complexity.
Yeah, I mean, they were so confident. I mean, we saw the Queen of Pain Lifestealer games early in the game, and that's when, like, they don't have stuns or items, it works out, but when you blink into a PL with Diffusal Blade, that's a little bit different of a story.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to do some unhealable damage here. Oh, he's going in when he has an Aegis, I forgot.
Yeah, he's not concerned at all. He's plenty tanky. You mentioned the Scotty. With the Aegis just in case.
It's more clear though, MSS does get a Shivas, this will be nice.
Middle lane, what's going on over here? They're trying to find this Queen. I mean, Z-Freak knows he's here, but can they really get the jump on him and do something? Qualifier playing it very safe though, good reason. So they're essentially split pushing right here.
Look at these levels. MSS giving like the first one level 25, 30 minutes, but Moo and Limp right behind him. It's not like Timbersaw gets a great level 25. He hits that Timber Chain range, but is that really good? Moo's been on point, right? He Timber Chains, gets stunned after he throws it.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, 8% Whirling Death. I've actually never seen anyone get it. People talk about it. Oh, middle.
That's amazing. Mason made a hell of a reaction, I'll say that, with the rage, but obviously they have ways to go through it. Both, in fact, they used both, Chaotic Offering and the swap.
Yeah, but now, I mean, they don't mind. They don't have the rock now for initiation, but they have the rock to push.
Yeah.
That rock, I don't really like the look of that rock. It looks kind of wimpy.
It does not look intimidating, I agree. Well, they're going to go for the racks.
Oh, look at MSS's, just his mana, just going, gone.
Got a Soul Ring still, but Doppelganger to create some illusions for Limp. Spear Lance forward. They kill the range rack, so the melee's still up. There's that fortification. Lifestealer deaf for another 45 Limp. Again, he has the Aegis, remember, so he's going to fall back initially. Killed up by the Shadow Work. Going in. Demon. He's going to be charged up. Winter's Curse activated on a Warlock. He'll die shortly after, though. And coL manages to live. So going back for the melee racks now. There is backdoor protection up, though. So it's not a free racks by any means. MSS, oh no, Mana's gone. And now he's going to be stunned out. He does have the 25 stacks of reactive armor, though, so he's taken up just fine. Sonic Wave coming out. 13 seconds on Lifestealer, by the way. Moo stuns in late. BKB pop by coL. Tricks of the trade in the back lines. Zone them out, if anything. Bulba with the cogs. He's just going to get auto-attacked down by Jesse. And now Limp's sitting on top of MSS. The Aegis was just reclaimed. Lifestealer's just coming back up, but they're going to kill the Timbersaw. He has a buyback if he wants it. And they're managing to hold here somewhat. Yeah, without the Aegis, I don't know if we can really continue here.
And that upheaval we saw uncanceled. MS a PL with all those illusions just attack him while upheaval was on him. That was not good. And Siege Unit almost kills down the melee X, but they just bag out. They're like, we just won a huge fight. There's no reason to go. We already have the ranged barracks at least. Take the shrine. It'll make Roshan a lot easier, and that's a refresher shard next Roshan. That's the third one. Still a while.
Yeah, at least about 2 minutes before he's even
Top tower
potentially up, so probably going to be a little bit longer, of course, but you kind of look through the inventory now of all these heroes, and yeah, Z-Freak, we mentioned earlier, I mean, it took a while for him to get the defusal. He finally got it. Now he has a Sacred Relic picked up, so he's actually... Wait, is he going Nullifier? That's what he's going, right? Yeah.
I guess.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I like it. He can solo kill a Queen of Pain now, right? You jump on him, can't Force Staff or BKB away.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good now. I mean, yeah, if you somehow nullify him under Smokescreen, he's dead, especially with Limp there. I like it. I think it honestly is just for that one hero.
Personally, haven't seen it yet, so excited for that purpose alone.
Limp almost 25. What do you go? 5 Doppelganger cooldown's nice. Or do you go the Critical Strike? Does it affects your illusions, right? I remember I was talking to somebody, and that's the reason you get it? Or no, there's...
I honestly cannot say either way, but...
I have no clue. I swear someone said it, but you know, talking to people, you don't know who you can trust.
Who actually knows, yeah. Say one way or the other, but it's one you'd have to test in practice. Couldn't say for sure. If it does work on illusions, then yeah, I mean, you have to get that over the cooldown.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, with Diffusal Blade against a Timbersaw 5-second cooldown. We were talking about the Sunder 5, saying Doppelganger, massive amounts of illusions every 5 seconds.
True.
It's not too shabby.
That's true, actually. I don't know. Maybe not then.
They are 25. I mean, that's a good. You should have to think about 25 cool, like 25 talents.
Yeah.
They shouldn't. One shouldn't be booty like the Timbersaw one.
Yeah, that's very true. I agree there. In fact, speaking of that, Timbersaw, he's basically there. Just needs a couple more creeps. And then he will have that range. You see several heroes, level 24, Sand King even up there as well.
Oh my goodness. Double damage on Ricky with the Nullifier. He can actually solo kill the Queen of Pain as support now. Nullifier double damage. He'll be doing about 400 a hit, and let's see.
There we go. Gonna see an example of it perhaps.
No, he blinks away. This actually would have been so hype.
1 second. He's gonna be
wait.
it.
Oh, he's blinking for. Oh my god.
There we go.
Look at this. One more. He actually solo killed the like. Oh my god.
That is pretty ridiculous.
What an item. Item plus double damage, and you have a Quap. He has buyback, and they know Z-Freak's not there now, so he may buy back and try to fight this middle. He doesn't want to buy back unless to go for a second rack.
I mean, you kind of have to. Moo, he's going in. They already used Winter's Curse, so Moo just kind of distracting, kill the melee racks. I guess you don't have to, but it's... Yeah,
when go for 2.
Going for 2.
I think you might now.
Top
oh, look at this. Oh my god. With Chessie, he got the 15% Vengeance Horror damage. You can just see the increase.
Oh yeah. Level 20 there. So Limp, he's going to be jumped. Yeah, no Aegis at this point. Chaotic Offering comes out though. Mason already at half-life, getting low. Tricks of the Trade going to be activated. So Ricky in the midst of the fight. Qualifier turns around the Sonic Wave. The Orchid going to be taken off immediately by the Manta Style. They did pick off Life Stealer throughout. BKB on Qualifier goes for, but unable to really do too much with that right there. Meanwhile, in the backline's Epicenter on a Boba. Nice save though with a Cold Embrace from the Winter Wyvern. The Split Blaster and the Auto Attack to help to finish off on the Sand King. And Queen of Pain keeping a distance. No fire was on her, but it didn't matter. Ricky goes down, but you know what? Making distractions. Space created once again, we'll say, as they take out the top set of racks here, despite a 2 for 2 trade.
Yeah, this is... You just go back and look at that one fight again, bottom. It's crazy. You really can't pinpoint. They're going back in, though. Chessie, BKBs, and, MSS.
I mean, they figure this is kind of a shot to make something happen, but it seems a little risky. Oh, Chessie?
He's stuck.
He's in a bad spot. Yeah, he tried to TP. Realized late that wasn't going to work. Limp. He now needs to get the hell on out of here. Maybe not. He might go for the kill, actually. Quick butt. Uh-oh. Charges in. That's a kill. That's a dieback.
He did get the crit, and he actually crit him. 422. Just enough to get him, and damn. I don't know. Limp. I mean, people... I think a lot of people talked about him. This is going to be Limp's year, one of those players, and he's sure having it. They've qualified to a bunch of minors. Haven't got to the majors yet, man. Those are the big ones, but definitely shown his worth.
Yeah, they got close to Dream League, ESL as well. Wasn't their go, but it's a long season, Grant. Long season.
I mean, not if all these majors keep disbanding, but
let's not worry about that. Limp though, yeah, level 25, cleaning up the jungle, 3,400 gold saved up on him. So yeah, I mean DC, that was a decent fight considering. I mean, losing Queen of Pain after a buyback's not the best, but it still means they're down 2 sets of racks as well. So it continues to be the unfortunate case of they're just falling further behind here. Axe on Timber saw also a second chakram coming out now. That'll help against Vandal Lancer. At least something.
Damage. Now, Yash on Ricky. Oh, Bulba. I think he has to wait for the battery soul, and there it is. He's looking for anyone else, though.
Courier.
Oh.
See a Spirit Vessel, maybe? No, he's going to let him get it.
He'll get on the backside, though.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh, and now Bulba, MSS, gonna smoke up. This is gonna be the play. Oh, can he get the Roshan steal?
Go, go, go! He's trying, Demon trying so hard, he cannot do it. Yes, he gets the Aegis snatch right there. Well played, Bulba will end up dying. They were just all spam clicking, I'm sure. I mean, Demon's gonna die, of course, but who got what?
Bulba stole the refresher shard and then used it and died. He got it, I guess. He literally used it and died. I watched the green.
Okay.
Huh.
And then Cheese on Demon as well. They literally got everything somehow.
All they lost was they didn't get the gold, which actually they might have needed for these buybacks, but this is looking like the game. They're just going to push in right here.
Yeah.
See what kind of defense we have. But Sand King now, he has the Aghanims. My man is done halfway across the map, and there you go.
Yep, it's right there. There's that nullifier, and down goes Quap again. No buyback. Chaotic offering. Beginning of the end is here for Complexity. The upheaval. You got the epicenter now being channeled out. Mason jumps inside, staying alive a little bit longer. GG's called though. And Complexity moving on to face Immortals here in the finals of the NA Summit 8 qualifiers.
You just see it. I mean, this is Complexity, right? This is why they're favored even against teams like EG, OG when they go to events. Insanely good, and they win games like this. Like, they lose the early game pretty hard, I would say, in this game. And then just one fight turns it all around. Demon out of position. The rest of them try to help, and they just have a great team fight. Moo gets like a triple stun on a bunch of them. And just overall, like, the draft I still wouldn't even say is that great, but they make it work, and that's a sign of a good team, right?
Absolutely. No, definitely. You do not have to sell me on Complexity, that's for sure. But no, it is continuing to see how impressive they are playing. And, I mean, DC, as far as positive for them, really, this is a newer roster yet again. Demon more recently joining the team, replacing Meander, Quick obviously replacing Abed. I do think they have something here, but it is going to take a little bit of time in what is a very, very difficult NA region. There is no doubt in that. So keep at it for sure. But I think we get the final matchup that may be a lot expected from the NA qualifiers of Immortals versus Complexity. But you were pointing out, I mean, Complexity seems to have the number of Immortals even lately too. Obviously anything can happen, but we'll find out tomorrow, I guess.
It's going to be a long one too. It is a best of 5. This is the last qualifier for the event. We know the rest of the teams. We got some King Win. We got double OG. We got Sacred from South America. That was a little bit surprising. I was watching that when I was in Sweden. Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. I don't know, but Complexity, Immortals in a best of 5. Maybe this is Immortals' chance. We'll see. Both these teams have been running a lot of different lineups. I mean, we just saw a Drow lineup from Complexity.
Yep.
And a Warlock PL Venge.
A lot can happen, man. That'll be tomorrow.
I'm excited. You're flying out tomorrow, Breaky, so hopefully you have a safe flight, especially 5:30 a.m. in the morning. You are going to be
so ready.
You're going to be having a lot of fun, but that should be a good tournament too.
No, I'm looking forward to that. Again, going to the Perfect World Minor there, so I cannot wait. Super excited. And again, this Complexity team happens to be going to that, so excited to see them. But as far as these qualifiers are concerned, the match tomorrow, I think it might be one of those cases. They don't know the time just yet, or right now it's set for actually 4 p.m. Eastern. Again, that could change.
I believe that is when it is.
Okay.
I was told, because I will be casting that set here, so
there you go.
We'll be ready. I'm ready. I'm already hyped for it. I wish it was tomorrow.
Well, it'll be soon enough. It'll be soon enough there. I'll maybe get some Wi-Fi and watch it myself.
But. Yeah, but thanks for having me, Breaky. It was an honor.
Thank you for joining me, man. I really do appreciate it. Back at you right there. Any shout-outs, any final words before we do wrap up?
I mean, shout out to the best team in NA, Evil Geniuses, Monster Energy. I'm just kidding. No, that's about it. I'm just super excited to see all these tournaments coming up and see the grand finals tomorrow.
We're in that qualifying state right now. A lot of these qualifiers happening, and then the lands soon to follow. It's a great time. It's a rinse and repeat cycle that I think we're all excited for, especially now with the new patch, and it's been fun. So Complexity versus Immortals will be our final matchup. Grant going to be casting that one, so looking forward to that tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Is the set time at this point, best of 5. But as far as today, wrapping things up, again for myself, Breaky CPK, joined by Grant here. Really do appreciate it, guys. Hopefully you had some fun. See you guys tomorrow for the finals coverage of the NA Summit 8 qualifiers. Until then, have a good night, guys. See you then.